Hello everyone, this is Omega Zula's channel, and today I want to show you the abilities of this hero, how their animation looks like. Chagger is a Void legendary champion from Lizardman faction. Chagger's spawn mother has a great deal to answer for. Born into a brood in the sewers of the free city of Arnok, Chagger grew up to be just one of the teeming thousands of lizardmen that infest the settlement's underbelly. Life there is cheap, and those who do not belong to one of the many gangs swiftly become outcasts. Chagger might have turned into just another cutthroat sluice runner or hired muscle, were it not for the stories he was told as a spawnling, stories that went on to shape both his personality and fate. Chagger's mother enjoyed spinning tall tales to her offspring, perhaps trying to shield them from the brutality of life beneath Arnok. She spoke of far-off lands and wondrous places, but most of all, she told them accounts of a time before so many of their kind had been reduced to a criminal underclass. An age gone by when they not only possessed freedom, wealth, and stability, but also strength and power. She told them of the days of the Dragonkin Empire, and none listened more intently than Chagger. He listened so carefully because, when speaking to him alone, his mother told him of the dragons. Wise, powerful, winged creatures. Chagger himself had wings, a rare trait among lizard men, prized in history but now regarded with suspicion, for his people had forgotten so much of their once glorious past. He could not help but feel special, important. The journey from Arnok was long and arduous, but the aggression Chagger suffered from human villagers, roving skinwalkers, and traveling priests merely hardened his resolve. Having never known anything other than the sewers of the free city, he naively believed that the leaders of the Sorrow Lakes would see him as a savior. Instead, he discovered a lizardmen society little different from the desperate backstabbing and scrounging of Arnok. The clans were beset by disunity and infighting over the Sorrow Lake's sparse resources. The realization filled Chagger with sorrow, but he refused to give up on what he saw as his life's purpose. Since arriving in the Sorrow Lakes, Chagger has worked tirelessly to unite the lizardmen clans and remind them of their former strength and majesty. As in Arnok, there is much resistance, but not all scorn his efforts. The former gang swordsman has skill and charisma, and some lesser tribes and leaderless bands have rallied to him. Each new follower only reinforces Chagger's determination. He is convinced that greatness is beckoning him on, and he will not stop until he is slain or his peoples are reunited and reigning once again. Chagger skills. Attack 1. Stupor. Attacks one enemy. Has a 50% chance of placing a sleep debuff for 1 turn. Attack 2. Venom Storm. 4 turns cooldown. Attacks all enemies 2 times. The first hit has a 75% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 4 turns. The second hit has a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff for 3 turns. Attack 3. Heartstopper. 4 turns cooldown. Attacks one enemy, then attacks 1 time at random. If the target is under a poison debuff, will ignore shield, block damage, and unkillable buffs. Grants an extra turn if this attack kills an enemy. Also resets the cooldown of the Venom Storm skill if this attack kills 2 enemies. And passive effect. Constant Agony. Instantly attacks enemies with the default skill whenever they receive damage from poison debuffs placed by this champion. When hitting enemies under poison debuffs, heals this champion by 10% of the damage inflicted. And his aura increases team's attack points in all battles by 33%. This was Omega Zula's. Thank you very much for watching until the end. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Until next time, see you soon.